Manchester United registered their first Premier League win at Old Trafford this season to move above Manchester City in the table. A 1-0 victory against West Brom, Craig. A pretty forgettable match, I suppose. That penalty that was initially awarded to West Brom and then overturned after the referee went to the monitor, the big talking point.
Quite incredible. Quite incredible. David Coote's name has been mentioned in so many VAR incidents from Stockley Park, and here we actually get to see one live at Old Trafford, because for those United fans talking about a potential contact on the ball, the player was kicked in the shin before there was even any contact. If there was contact with the ball, it was a clear kick on the player's shin, and so it was quite an incredible decision. It wasn't an incredible match, so nothing changes. United have got 2 wins in the last 2 league games, but nothing changes in terms of my opinion of the manager and the team. They're extremely average, and it was a struggle against one of the Premier League's poorer teams, and they can only be thankful, United, that West Brom struggle for goals. And that's the only reason, and the penalty kick, that they've walked away with 3 points. But yeah, the decision, or lack of that decision, in my opinion, was completely incredible.
Was it a penalty for you, Frank?
It was a clear penalty. He missed the ball at first and kicked the shin of Gallagher. So it's a clear penalty. And when he went to the VAR, I said, well, he's gonna confirm the penalty, because it cannot be otherwise. Again, my phone flew.
That phone's getting a bash
because I couldn't understand. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change my phone tomorrow. But I got crazy. And just before the penalty of Mata kicks on a defender handball, which is a penalty, it was a foul on Gallagher again, just outside the 16-yard box for West Brom. So it's a big scandal again from a ref, and that I don't understand. You could have understood that before, when we didn't have the VAR. But now that we have the VAR, there is no excuses for that kind of mistakes from the referees. I don't know. He has to stop. That guy has to stop. He cannot ref, or the guy in the box, I don't know where they are. They have to stop, because we've been talking about that so many times. They make so stupid mistakes. We can change and put West Brom in the Championship next season because they couldn't draw against Manchester United. That's stupid.
How would you sum up?
It has to be a clear and obvious error.
Yeah.
And when he goes over to the monitor, clearly it is not a clear and obvious error from his initial instinct. His initial instinct in giving the penalty was contact on Gallagher's shin, and the replays were clear in saying that his initial instincts were right. So even in the laws of VAR, or the interpretation of VAR, his initial giving of the penalty and then looking at it in the monitor wasn't a clear and obvious error of his. So even in that respect, he should not have overturned it. And when you're a team that's going to be fighting relegation, and clearly West Brom are, then all these little things that go against you add up at the end of the year and can cost your club millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Overall, Frank, how would you sum up United's performance?
Poor, really poor. I'm worried about Martial, and Martial is a fantastic player, and when he's in confidence, he's okay. But he played with the national team and missed 3 chances. I think it was against Portugal in the first half. Today, again, he had 1 chance and he missed it. And he was, I think, for a worldwide class player, an easy chance to score, and he didn't. He has to be a killer, much more than that. And after, I don't know if we're going to talk about Pogba, if he's really injured or not, but I'm not pleased with any players. What I saw was a poor performance, and made me think that even West Brom could have scored 2 goals. He hit the crossbar. I think Tansen had a very good chance just before Man United got a penalty. It's not a team who can compete at the top if they show that kind of performances against West Brom, maybe a future relegated team. It has to be better. It's Manchester United. It's not an average club.
Anthony Martial, Dan, thinks he's a better player than what he is. Simple as that. Because he's a talent. But we talked about it at the end of last year. Can he carry a club of this size as a striker? And we see flashes of it. But when Edison Cavani come on the field, the first words he must have uttered to Anthony Martial is, you're allowed to move and make runs. because he doesn't do enough. And on top of that, his finishing wasn't great today. So I just think sometimes with that player, there's an arrogance that it's just going to happen, rather than, you know, a player that's going to go out there and make it happen. And that's a problem.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.